What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an EP review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new EP from the band Parasitic Extirpation, entitled Putrid Crown. This is released on Severed Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Boston, Massachusetts, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very brutal, technical, sci-fi themed sort of style of death metal. My first introduction to this band was their 2010 debut full-length entitled Casketless. I thought that was a pretty solid debut. It really didn't blow me away or make me go crazy or anything like that, but from what I had heard of that record, I thought it was really awesome. It had some good vocal work, I loved the musicianship, and definitely it was one of those technical sort of tour de force sort of ideas when it came to the music. This band had a really good idea of how to deliver technical music. But ever since that album came out, this band has undergone somewhat of a major shake-up of sorts, music-wise and lineup-wise. Mainly the inclusion of a new vocalist, a new drummer, and a new bassist. I got to witness that new lineup change firsthand last year when I saw them play live at the Destroying Texas Fest in Houston in 2014. I thought their work ethic sounded really great. I loved their stage presence. I loved their ideas. I loved the blending of the old material and the new material. I was really impressed with that, and I was looking forward to hearing what some of this new material would sound like on a CD or a record of some kind. And now here we are with this brand new offering of theirs entitled Putrid Crown. It's only 6 tracks, and it clocks in at around 20 minutes in length. And honestly, I'm very optimistic for Parasitic Extirpation's future. I'm really optimistic that they'll continue on with this new sort of technical sort of sound. I think it works very well for them, and it definitely showcases itself off here with the 6 tracks that are presented here. You hear it right away on the title track of this EP, and then going on to songs like Megalomaniac Visions of Grandiose Design and Vertical Human Splicing. I think the guitar work is definitely standout, bar none, on those tracks. I mean, the way the riffs are layered together, the interplay, the solos, the riffing, the tone of everything, the production. I just think everything sounds crystal clear and crisp. I love the way that it sounds and is executed here, and definitely shows you the level of gamesmanship that this band knows how to bring when it comes to delivering the guitar riffs. I definitely think there's a lot of awesome ideas being presented on this EP. Of course, you have the new bassist. I think this bass tone works incredibly well. Like the guitar itself, it verges on being technical. It doesn't try to be over the top or anything like that, but I still think the bass work on here sounds very tremendous. I love the tone, the gliding aspects of it. I just think the bass tone works tremendously well here. Once again, going to tracks like Megalomaniac Visions of Grandiose Design, I think the bass work on that song is just really awesome. Moving on to the drum work, I think the drums sound really awesome here. Definitely a sort of chaotic, spastic sort of presentation when it comes to the drumming. I'm loving the fast blast beats, the fills, the creative syncopations and almost time signature-esque sort of moments when it comes to the drums. It's a very weird delivery when it comes to the drumming, but I really appreciate what's being presented here and the way that everything sounds. I think it's really top-notch. And of course, we now get to the vocals. If you're familiar with the band Abnormality, Malika is the vocalist for that particular band, and I really do enjoy Abnormality a lot, but she is now the new vocalist for Parasitic Extirpation. And I definitely think that her vocals included here are definitely something to enjoy. She has a very charismatic sort of approach to her delivery, very guttural, very powerful sounding. She has a very wide array of tricks and tactics to be delivered in her vocal presence, and I think it definitely showcases itself off wonderfully here. I keep going back to the track Megalomaniac Visions of Grandiose Design because I definitely think that's one of the best standout tracks on here that definitely showcases her vocal delivery and her style. I think it's awesome. She has a really good guttural growl. She's got some really good screams going on there too. I just love her vocal diversity, and even the guest spots that happen to appear on here. The title track, you got Corey from Flesh Consumed, and I believe on the track Spiraling you have Brian Forg of Syphilic. You recognize his vocals right away on that track, and I think it's really crazy sounding. And I love that they did a Carcass cover on here. They do a cover of the song off of Heartwork, Buried Dreams. I definitely think that the main riffs on those songs are captured quite wonderfully here, and is definitely a fun cover to listen to. And of course Malika gets the vocals done very well here too. It's a really awesome cover, and then it ends out quite nicely with a very multi-layered sort of instrumental track. I'm loving the solos on Designing Ruination. I just think it's really awesome to listen to. So overall, I hope this is the direction that Parasitic Extirpation take in the future and in their upcoming releases. I just think it's an awesome record to listen to. If you were a fan of their debut album, you're gonna like this album. This is a new kind of style and idea, and I think they roll with it very well here. If you happen to see them live, check them live. I think they are really awesome, and if you're a fan of their work, pick up this EP. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will link you to the Parasitic Extirpation Bandcamp, where you can stream this EP in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally through them, or you can. I will also link you to where you can buy a physical copy. I will link you to their web store where you can purchase the CD, and there are also T-shirt options available. You can also buy it through Severed Records. So I'm going to show you the EP again. This is Putrid Crown by Parasitic Extirpation. This is released on Severed Records. Check this out. I should also mention the artwork is really awesome too, and I'm going to give this a very solid 8 out of 10. Definitely liking the sounds that Parasitic Extirpation are bringing here, and I'm looking forward to them having more great continued success. So, support Parasitic Extirpation. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.